Hello, everyone. I just want to. There's a short surprise stream in the middle of the night, my time. I know I'm funkin' hungry this in the stream. I just want to put up some channels that's also been around since I've been here. And then this is a surprise short stream. And this one is a. This is. Hi, AJ. Just doing a short stream. People who celebrate it. How you going, AJ? I was waiting for this G stream to finish so I can do my one. I don't know because I'm Jewish, but I just saying celebrate people who have a say who's the people who celebrate it. I'm celebrating Passover. Yeah, everything's really good at the moment. Hope everybody had a good Easter, or people who celebrate Easter. People I've got put up now on the live stream you should subscribe to. The people. Yeah, try not to be too long on stream tonight. And as a surprise live thing, not religious, but happy Easter. I have a Passover, yeah. You have a good holidays or whatever you do with yourself, AJ. Yeah, that's why I put people who celebrate Easter. Have a great weekend, King AJ. Yeah, it's going to be a short one. I won't go for as long as I'm Funkin' Hungry did tonight. I hope it's on TV. Yeah, well, you have a good time, Spec Blue. Yeah, don't expect Blue. That's come off a 5-hour live stream with Funkin' Hungry. So, you know, and that's what it is finished, and let's go myself. The people in the put in this channel in the chat, you should subscribe to them because they're all good people. Yes, have a good time and that. At the other live stream with Funkin' Hungry, episode TV and that. Because my longest live stream is 5 hours 50 something minutes. I was going to go for 6 hours, but tiredness overtook me. There was 8 at night to about 2 in the morning, my time. I know it must sound mental. That's all like most people going for a marathon and not prepare for it. It is true. I do martial arts. I do a couple Muay Thai, karate, and Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, and that a little bit. Been doing martial arts since I was a kid, on and off, and that since I was a little 6-year-old. And so has my little brother Robert Five Life, or younger brother actually, not little younger brother, I must say, Robert Five Life. Yeah, you take care, King AJ. Yeah, me and Robert Five Life's been doing martial arts, and I'm older. I'm the older brother of Robert Five Life. I'm the older brother. And he's been doing martial arts too, same as me. He's been doing martial arts and he's doing quite well in them. Yeah, most of the martial arts I do is mostly striking base, striking and defensive and that. Well, difference to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Judo, they're both the same. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Judo, they do global grappling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, like on ground base, pull them to the ground, try to roll around, set up submissions, and escape from his own submissions as they get out of the situation and whatnot. Nosy holes and throws and stuff. If I should do. Oops. It's just a surprise stream, Mark. Talk. I was just waiting to Yes, Cody. I was just waiting to Funk and Hungry to finish, so I can do my one. I was just waiting patiently for about a bit over an hour, and I thought I was just thinking, let Funk and Hungry go and just see how it goes. There's people who celebrate these, I think, but yeah. Yeah, they do a lot. I do a couple of strike-based martial arts, such as Muay Thai and karate. Muay Thai's from Thailand originally. Hey, Giga Shaw. Long time no see. Hey, Giga Shaw. Long time no see. How you been? Yeah, because Rover 5 Life does martial arts like I do. I started when I was 6 when I took my mum into signing me up for karate and stuff. Because I saw Karate Dojo and yeah, took my mum into it. I think Rover 5 Life just wanted to do it. Just wanted to do it and he had so much fun and been doing it ever since. Muay Thai is a little bit different. It's more, got more closed fist. Clay's more open. Goes more open and Muay Thai is more, since it's got boxing involved, Muay Thai more, there's basic. They've got elbows and knees. There's Mod Thai where you don't do any elbows because it's the more amateur stuff. They protect the parts of elbows where you can't use elbows and that, but again, clinch, you can use knees and that. I do what's called Okinawan karate, like karate and that, like from the Okinawan Islands, off the coast of Japan and that. This is the days when they used to refer themselves as Okinawans as Japanese, because it was Okinawans and stuff. So not Japanese at the time. And also, when a rich person went into a working class area, like a poor area, you have to learn how to defend himself from people who was to muggers. Because when you're a rich person going to a poor area, rich people thinking, poor people thinking, I can't get this guy. I got to ambush this guy and want to ambush him and rob him everything got from a poor person's perspective at the time. And you see a rich person that and thinking, try to put plans how to ambush him and that, the person, if you're a rich person, you're going poor area thinking, can't get the guy. And that's how they, teach him how to defend himself and stuff. In this case, he might, get a fight 1 or 2 on 1 or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, so just try to have a short, quick stream and that. Hi, Gigashaw. Long time no see. Channel. Back in a sec. Just gotta do something. We do more than us skipping and that in Muay Thai. There's also practice drills and whatnot as well. There's fitness involved, but once you do it, if you got the right dojo, you should be fine. Giga Show you. There's a lot of drills that goes into it as well. Fitness is part of it, but yeah, did a surprise stream and that. So once you learn how to do it, you'll be fine. Giga Shaw. Fitness is part of it, but also you do a lot of drills and that. If you go to an instructor, you should slowly build up in that, and and before you know, you'll be doing drills, and you're also pretty good as well. Because if you look at me, I'm over 100 kilograms. And I'm 5'10". I'm a very strong guy. Yeah. Very strong guy in that. And I'm in my 40s. I've been doing it since I was a little kid, Because kid, you don't skip real much. You do a bit of skipping and then they also do drills. Because teaching adults is different to teaching kids. Because no New South Wales to teach martial arts. Go and check if your kid's safe. Well, we do occasionally do push-ups, but you mostly do drills and karate. You do a little bit of warm-ups and you do drills, like repetition drills. You do drills and stuff like basic drills, and you do a lot of things. And Muay Thai, we do that more than skipping and push-ups and that. It's only a little part. You also do drills in Muay Thai and that. So, you do warm-ups and karate, and you do drills and a lot of. Sometimes you do what you call kata, where you have to do pattern moves, and that depends on what club you go to and what type of karate you do as well. Because it depends what karate you do as well. Because I do a form of Kempo karate, which is more self-defense karate in that. I belong to a club, mostly. There's a couple of clubs in Queensland under the same name, a few New South Wales and one ACT. Because there's a few clubs in Queensland that's under the same name. There's one in Gingin. This in Queensland ones. Gingin, Harvey Bay, and Toowoomba. There was one in Bundaberg that closed down. In Bundaberg, there's in Queensland. In New South Wales, there's one in Newcastle. There's one in Harden, which is nearby me. Newcastle, Port Macquarie, Cootamundra, not Bathurst, Dubbo. There's a few in Sydney, and I forgot where it was, but yeah. And there's one in ACT in Western Creek. So it's all the same club. I go in, but I guys reveal the club's name. Because there's different clubs around, so you have to explore which one is nearest to you and that, and explore what they offer. And they should do trial lessons if it's a good club, which means you do a couple of lessons, see if you like it or not, like for free. Train a couple of weeks for free in that. If you do, then you sign up and you pay so much and stuff now. Just trial lessons is usually a couple of 3 lessons first, usually about anywhere between a week to 2 weeks, depending on the club, and see if you like it, like trial lessons and stuff. Yeah, there's different styles of karate too. One's form of Kempo. There's others too, like Karen Shun and all that. Kempo, my one is more for self-defense. For teaching in New South Wales, I know if you go teach karate and Muay Thai, you have to go through a working kids safe means if you're safe enough to work with kids. Like, it means you can't have a criminal record, you know. You have to film out of film a lesson and a few other things to get licensed and stuff. And license only do a couple of years and stuff. Oh, occasionally we do push-ups and planks and that, but we also do drills as well. Cardio, you gradually build on over time, like cardio, because you do planks, occasionally do push-ups, and push-ups are all for strength and that. Because for my club to do get a black belt, you have to run 6 Ks in a certain amount of time. Under 33 minutes, if you're under 35. If you're over 35, it's 37 minutes for 6 Ks. And then do 100 push-ups and sit-ups in 4 minutes. And you have to do katas, and you have to do a couple of hours of basics and stuff as well. You have to do katas as well. So it takes a lot to get a black belt. You have to make it hard and that for black belts. But different clubs do different things to build up fitness. You gradually build up fitness when you do lessons, Giga Shaw. You gradually build up your fitness over time. As you do lessons and that, and before you know it, you vastly improve your fitness and stuff. And you'll be thinking before long, I'll be worried about it, but now, well, that's come from me. It's nearly 40 years of doing it, doing various martial arts and stuff, yeah. Plus, if you get right instructors, they'll gradually help you along and build up, just help you to do stuff if you get the right instructors and right club. You do a bit of both in karate, like a little bit of cardio, a little bit of drills and stuff. Yeah. Well, only with people. I said people only celebrate Easter, and I don't. But that's why I put people who celebrate Easter. I'm Jewish. That's celebrated Passover. Since I'm Jewish, I'm Judaism and that. And I happen to be in Northern European Orthodox Jew. Like descent, that is. Like, the rest of trace to Northern Europe and Orthodox Jew and that. Yeah, let's go. Try to do a short, quick stream. Any other listeners there? Last question was, let's go. Cardio. If you do the right amount of cardio, it doesn't make you age faster. It makes you fitter. if you do cardio, like if you do the right cardio exercise and keep your heart rate to a certain level where you're getting fitter, you should do fine GigaShot because you don't age faster if you get fit. You don't age faster. You actually age a little bit slower because you're actually fit and you actually once you get fit you'll be fine because you don't because a lot of cardio if you keep your heart rate at a certain level where you're doing cardio it should be right because you able to you'd be able to learn martial arts and karate if you got the right dojo. Yeah, so if you get your heart rate at a certain level, you should be fine. Keep it down at a certain level, you'll be right. Fine, you'll be. It doesn't make you age faster; it actually make you fitter. And sometimes it make you age a little bit slower if you've got the right diet as well. Diet is very important. If you've got the right diet and you do good cardio, you age slower. If you get the right diet and right cardio, you'll be right. You actually age slower if you get the right diet and right cardio, That's probably why I got a little bit of grey hairs now. If I grow a little bit of hair back, I got a little bit of grey hairs now. Little bit. That's I'm doing everything right and doing a lot of cardio. Like I do have good cardio as well. That's why I'm in my 40s and I don't look it. Any other questions? I'm lucky because I like cars with age. The more kilometres you put in, the worse the car gets. Yes, food and that. If kid, what? I believe humans are like cars. Yeah, humans are actually gets better if you do the right thing. Right, like depends how you do. If you keep yourself, if you do the right thing and did a certain amount of sun and do other stuff as well, you should all right because and now in summertime, sun cream is very important. Like put like exposed areas and that, and you don't get worse. Like the only time you get worse if you have a history of injuries, but if you look at some of the good long distance runners like some African people, like the Kenyans and the Ethiopians, they actually do pretty well because they give us. I know you got to say because not many people get good diets and that, but they also run long distances too from schools and stuff because they learn run from a young age. They have to run away from big cats like leopards, cheetahs, lions, hippopotamuses, rhinos, and that too from certain areas for a long time. Once they get coaching, and that's why some of the best runners, long distance runners in the world. Like that's anything from 1,200 meters or up to 40 or so kilometer marathons. So they actually get better with age, and now you get up to a certain age, and then you slowly decrease. But if you keep yourself fit, you keep running and keep your cardio at certain levels and stuff, you should be doing well. And if you keep yourself fit and also have good diets, everything should balance out. That's what you have to do. Because you need a well-balanced, all-round diet. That's what you have to do. Anything else? Mark or Cody got any questions as well? Or let's try to do a shortish stream as I can. So no, we're not taking over any one spot. Funk and Hungry still has his Saturday Saturday spots, and Kay's still got his Monday spots. The Alice Fan Brony, there's Cody Dallas and Fan Brony and the Aussie Brony. The Aussie Brony is his live stream every Monday. Unless he states otherwise, he has every Monday. Cody the Aussie Brony. Unless he does otherwise, like he's either sick or gone on holiday or he's too busy to do a stream on Monday, he's always on a Monday. Unless he states otherwise, he will shift his streams around some other day, And there's Mark Shed Talk. He used to have it on a Tuesday, then he shifted over to a Thursday. Mark Shed Talk. That is a grey area what you put in. They usually put fluoride in it. Fluoride is what you also put in your toothbrush, like up the toothpaste, put in your toothbrush. It actually is very beneficial, I think. I always have tall water all my life and never got sick. Because there is a grey area you put it in, give you sure. They put fluoride in it these days, mostly in Australia. I'm not sure other countries, but I know New South Wales is mandatory to have fluoride in the water. I'm not sure about other states, but it's a state-by-state thing in Australia. Because I know New South Wales and ACT, they've got to have fluoride in the water. That's how you can actually drink well on that. So it's a similar thing they have in toothpaste when you brush your teeth in the morning and night and whatever. Go drink at least 2 litres of water a day, just to give them good health. You can't avoid water because even soft drinks have a little bit of water in it themselves. Like soft drinks, that's like Coca-Cola, Pepsi Max and stuff. But you have to have normal water every day anyhow, just to, drink for good health. And that. Plus, you have to water yourself to have a shower. Go have a shower because nobody, most of the way you go up deodorant as well. So you just can't rely on deodorant to smell good because you have a shower every so often as well. That's give good hygiene, Anything else? Yeah, you put me in a grey area that Giga sure that question. As always, it's a bit after midnight where I'm living at the moment. I'm about to show you because sometimes people fake times. I say, oh, it's so-and-so and so-and-so time. And it's a different time when you look it up, Since I live in New South Wales, it's 12:47. That's 24-hour time, but it's 24-hour time. It's actually 48 minutes past midnight. Plus, most of I do drink juice, and sometimes I feel what full is low. Oh yeah, gotta. Yes, I have to vote in Australia. In the 3rd of May, there'll be election. Yes, federal election, like the top for the Prime Minister. Either get Albanese, who's in Labor, or Peter Dutton, Liberals, Nationals. When I say Liberals, they freak out people overseas because the Liberal Party in Australia is the Conservative Party. It's red, a bit like the Republican Party in the US and the Conservative Party in the UK. It's actually created by one of the most successful and the longest-serving prime ministers of all time, Sir Robert Menzies. You must think, who's he? He's been in politics for about 30 years. He's been 39 to 41 before he got defeated by Labor in United Australia Party. But that dissolved after they got defeated. But they suspended elections for the rest of the time of World War II. In 1946, he got defeated with his new created Liberals Party at the time, but he didn't have time to form a team, but got defeated. In 49, after 3 years of Labor having a tough time with a lot of things after the post-war and with strikes and everything, Sir Robert Menzies' newly formed Liberal and National Party won the election and won until Sir Robert Menzies retired in 1966. Because unlike the US, Australia's prime ministership, same with Canada and US and that, there's no term limits. There's no term limits on how many times you get elected as prime minister. And the US is 2 terms and stuff. And like Australia, like Canada and US and most of Europe and I suppose as well, there's no term limits on how many times you get elected in, as long as you've got good policies. And the majority of people vote you back in, Because this time, I think this federal election will go down to the wire in a few marginal areas. I think in the will go down very close to the wire. I think between Albanese and his current government and Albanese the opposition. It'll be very close because both got very, very, very similar policies to each other, but you have to really look it up, and best to look it up with all the parties there is, and those are the ones who's closely aligned to your own ideas and that what Australia should be. Everybody's got their own mind in Australia. In the federal elections, you look the parties up and make your own mind. That's what I say. Don't let, because the media will say, oh, vote this way, vote that way, vote this way, vote that way. They try to play on your basic principles of trying to change it, but I always say, well, there's no United Australian Party as far as I know. Yeah, because Clive Palmer renamed it the Trumpet of Patriots. Because that's what old Chubby Chops Clive Palmer. But I don't know, because all the mighty parties, after a while, link up with all the Labor or Liberals to help them to get the majority of the lower house. Because what you need is out of 151 seats in the lower house, which is the House of Representatives, you need 76. If you don't get 76, then that goes a minority government, and you've got the minority government will win. And the Governor General will say, we'll go up to the winning parties, form a government. Thus, if there's opposition will win. But if the current government, the Governor General, which is the ones you have to please, and that will say, have you got a government? And they say yes, and because the Prime Minister, he has to get the recommendation, has to get the proof of the Governor General to dismiss any of his ministers. For example, when he's going to dismiss his treasury, he has to get approval of the Governor General to say, can you give me approval to dismiss the treasurer on these grounds? It's in the Constitution, that's all. Upstairs is the Senate. And they have, it's very rarely both houses of parliament to get dissolved. Dissolved means You have to vote it back in. That's all it is. Ooh, Labor or Liberal. Because Labor got in because Liberals kept. That's like during the pandemic gone, you know. Ooh, it's very, very close between Labor and Liberal now because I have to go down to the independents and minor parties. I don't know, it'd be very close if it is. It'd be very, very close. Because Albanese was lucky last time to get in because of the mess of what the Liberals and Nationals did. And plus, they keep playing hot potato with who wants to be Prime Minister. Because gone from Abbott to Turnbull to Morrison in that time. And I don't know. It goes down to the minor parties linking with the major parties and as well as independents. I know Pauline Hanson's One Nation will link up with Liberals because she was a Liberal once too, like Liberal Party, like the light-leaning party during John Howard's time, Pauline Hanson. And John Howard disendorsed him from his party, so she created her own party, One Nation. She'll link up with Liberals, no questions asked. Apart from that, it's very, very tight, this election, because both of them are... I always going to say, always make the decision based on your own, like what do you think up here rather than what the media, because media will say, vote for this, Trump for that, vote for this, vote for that. You know, I always look up and think, what should Australia should be like, and what policies are for all Australia, for people in Australia, and same with states that too. You got to look up and think, vote for this and vote for that. I can't really say too much on live stream where I go vote because most people think, oh, he's so support and that or he's that support or his XYZ. Well, Pauline Hanson and Trump as a patriot has got too small of a party, so they link up with major parties to become Prime Minister. But yes, they've both got like Prime Minister usually based on the ones who the party wants to put there as leader. And of course, you got to be an experienced politician to be a Prime Minister, like have some like political experience behind you. You got to have a certain type of temperament to run a country. It is damn difficult to run a state or country. It's difficult. That's why they appoint ministers. But even though they appoint ministers, it's very tricky to keep everybody happy because there's will be people who hate you. It doesn't matter what sort of party you have. You also got haters, and you also got people who like you. You know. So all I gotta say is, vote for the party or individual you want in your area to be in politics. You know, it's tricky, but you have to say this party is party or this person has got the policies either closely match or closest to matching or exactly like yours. Your ideas up here. And I gotta say who I go vote for because I don't want to. People assume I go vote this every time or vote that every time or do this every time. You know, you have to make sure that the like the people you go voting is closely matches with yours up here. You know, you even have to look online before you vote or you pre-vote because it's also really people who vote during the week if they can't make it on polling day. And let's make sure you just, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I can't say too much because I don't want to. People think I'm this and that. You know, let's vote for who you want to vote for. You know, what places a line up here. You even vote for minor parties if you want to, because in Germany at the moment, in Germany, there's the three. There was before Baldy got voted no confidence. There was a pro-business party. There's and two other parties that linked up with linked up to get 2/3 because in Germany, if you go with 2/3 majority, you've got 2/3 of a party means absolute self-rule. They've got the most usually link up with other parties to get 2/3. Like the parties go link up together if they agree to, except for one party, which is a right-wing party called Deutschland Alternative, which means German alternative, which is a right-wing party, which is Deutschland Alternative or Alternative für Deutschland, für FDR für Deutschland, which is alternative for Germany, or whatever you say it is, But I don't live in Germany and live there, and I don't vote for the election, so I don't know. I do keep in touch with European and American politics a little bit. Because 9 times out of 10, what they do there usually influences out here as well. Like both Europe and American Canadian politics is sort of they have a little bit of influence here. Like flicker out here. Social media ban. They don't ban social media. You have to be 13 before you before you start Facebook now. I think it was 13 or 16. Before you start social media. But the only problem with that is you get 14, 15-year-olds pretending they look a bit older than they should be. But you can't do much. It's proven as another thing too. You have to be careful on social media all times. Can't change. You get people who denies it and the people who's all for it. Like everything in life, you get normal things, like conspiracy theories. People either heard of one or believe in one. Like Elvis didn't die in 1977. He'd be 92 if he's still alive. In 92, still alive. JK got hit by a magic bullet. All the politicians are nothing but reptilian aliens in disguise as humans. Masonries try to take over the world, like the secret societies, like the Skull and Bones, as Masonic Lodge, like Masons, and whatever moon landing's fake, and whatever there is, there's always conspiracy to everything. But if a conspiracy theory turned out to be true, to be absolute fact, it means to change to a fact and they're going to do something else then. The most conspiracy is fact. So you have to. People either believe in one or heard of one. I heard of quite a lot. I believe they have been. Elvis be 92. He'd still literally be alive. He's meant to be 90. I'm going to say 90. He'll be 90 this year. Because now his daughter was married about 3 times. Like his daughter. I forgot his daughter's name. Now he had one kid. Oh, he'd be 90. Lisa Marie. Elvis's daughter, Lisa Marie. Anyway, anything else anyone want to talk about before I hop off? Because I'm going to be here all that long. And I got a bit of an announcement. If you keep subscribing to Robbo Firefly, like ROBBO space number 5, like number 5, and so says which I personally can't agree with. I don't think we're going to Mars 1.30. Well, there's space because it's 1 o'clock. It's after 1 in the morning. My time, yes. There's space because how come we send space things up there? Because for a long time, because our sun's a white dwarf or whitish small white dwarf star, which is a common star in the spectrum of stars and that. And there's also other stars too, like there's planets. There's also other stars and solar systems. Because their stars is bigger than the sun, heavier than the sun, or smaller, or touch smaller. Because the bigger the star, the more fuel it needs to go through. The star. The smaller the star, the less fuel it goes through, and slower goes through its fuel and that. Because all stars go through their fusion and that, and go boom into a giant or hypergiant or whatever, and then yeah. Anything you want to talk about, anyone? Before I go? Yeah. Anything else besides that? Okay, better wrap it up now. And like I always said, until next time, I'll see you around.